You're not lazy. You're not weak. And you definitely weren't born without discipline. But there's something happening inside your mind that you've probably never noticed. Every time you try to change your life, start a new routine, wake up earlier, work out, study, save money, something pulls you back. Like there's an invisible force sabotaging every attempt. And after a few days of trying, you give up. And you think, this just isn't for me. But let me show you something that can completely change the way you see this. The problem was never you. The problem is that you're trying to beat a system using the wrong rules, because your brain wasn't designed to make you disciplined. It was designed to keep you comfortable. And those are two very different things. Now imagine this. What if instead of fighting your brain every single day, you learned how to make it work for you? What if discipline stopped feeling like suffering and started feeling automatic? Today, you're going to understand exactly how to do that. And after this, you'll never look at discipline the same way again. Let's start with a truth that almost nobody talks about. Your brain doesn't want you to grow. It wants you to survive. And for thousands of years, survival meant using as little energy as possible. If something required effort, it was avoided. If something gave instant pleasure, it was prioritized. Now, look at the modern world. You have unlimited access to dopamine, your phone, social media, short videos, fast food, endless entertainment. Your brain is being trained every single day to choose the easiest path. So when you decide to be disciplined, you're basically going against that entire pattern. It's like trying to swim against the current. That's why it feels so hard. It's not just mental, it's chemical. Every time you choose instant gratification, your brain reinforces that behavior. And every time you try to do something difficult, it tries to protect you from it. It creates excuses. It generates fatigue. It distracts you. Not because you're weak, but because it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. And here's the most important part. If you keep trying to win this battle using willpower alone, you will lose, because willpower is limited. It runs out. It fluctuates. It depends on how you feel. So if discipline isn't about force, what is it? Most people believe disciplined people are just different, stronger, more focused, more determined. But that's not true. Disciplined people don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. They build environments where the right behavior is easy and the wrong behavior is hard. Let's make this real. Imagine two people. Both decide to start working out. The first one relies on motivation. They think, I'll go when I feel like it. The second person does something different. They prepare their clothes the night before, set a fixed time, choose a nearby gym, remove every possible excuse. Who do you think will stay consistent? Discipline isn't about wanting it. It's about making it easier. And that changes everything, because now you don't need to force yourself as much. You just need to organize better. Now let's get practical. How do you make your brain stop resisting and start cooperating? There are a few powerful principles, and when you apply them, discipline stops feeling painful. The biggest mistake people make is starting too big. I'll work out for an hour. I'll study for 3 hours. I'll change my entire life. Your brain sees that as a threat, and it reacts. Now compare that to this. I'll do it for 2 minutes. It feels easy. No resistance. And here's the secret. You don't need to finish. You just need to start. Because once you start, the hardest part is already done. Your brain learns through association. If something feels painful, it avoids it. If something feels good, it repeats it. So you need to hack that system. For example, only listen to your favorite music when you're working out. Only watch something you enjoy after studying. Create small rewards. Over time, your brain starts linking effort with pleasure, and resistance begins to fade. Another important point. Decision-making drains energy, and the more decisions you have to make, the more likely you are to fail. That's why disciplined people automate everything. Fixed schedules, consistent routines, prepared environments. You don't decide, you execute. Here's a truth that might be uncomfortable. Motivation is useless in the long run. It's unstable. It comes and goes. It depends on external factors. If you rely on it, your consistency will always break. What actually sustains discipline is identity. When you start seeing yourself as a disciplined person, everything changes. You don't try to work out, you work out, because that's who you are. And that identity is built through small, repeated actions, not big decisions. Now, let's talk about why people really fail. It's not lack of ability, it's lack of fast results. We live in an instant world. Everything is fast, everything is immediate. But discipline isn't. It takes time. Results take time. And in the beginning, it feels like nothing is happening. That's what makes people quit. But here's the truth. Invisible progress is the most important kind. You don't see change on day one, but it's happening. And those who keep going win. Those who stop restart the cycle. Discipline works like compound interest. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive results over time, 1% better every day. It seems small, but over a year, it becomes a complete transformation. And this applies to everything: money, health, knowledge, relationships. The problem is, most people don't have the patience to wait. And that's why most people never get there. If you made it this far, you've already understood something most people never will. Discipline is not suffering. Discipline is not constant sacrifice. Discipline is strategy. It's reducing friction. It's building systems. It's playing the game the right way. You don't need to be stronger. You need to be smarter. And start small. If this video changed the way you see discipline, do this now. Like the video, it helps more people break out of this cycle. Subscribe to the channel because here we focus on real, practical growth. And most importantly, share this with someone who keeps saying they have no discipline. Because now you know it's not a lack of discipline, it's a lack of strategy. See you in the next video.